Yo, it's Landstrip Chip. I just jumped off the porch with Dirty Glove Bastard.
Where you been looking for your love. I can't find no one. It seems like I can't.
All right, so we got Landstrip Chip jumping off the porch with us today.
Yeah, about time, man.
Long overdue, man.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, they don't even know the history between DGB and Chip, man.
Nah.
We talking regular Chip, fly-ass Chip,
Yeah.
and now Landstrip Chip, too, man.
Yeah.
So, yeah, man, let's take it back, though, man. Let's take it back to Flat Shoals.
Flat show.
Yes, sir. So what was it like growing up over there, man? I think most people are familiar with it through the music, but what was it really like there?
I mean, like my neighborhood, so I'm on the Moreland Avenue exit. You know, Flat Shoals is a street in East Atlanta that turns into Boulder Crest. So most people probably know Boulder Crest, but I'm from Flat Shoals. Shit was really same old shit, really growing up. Had my little crew outside, you know, a couple of my homies. Wasn't never really getting in too much trouble, you know what I mean? Just hanging with the kids in the neighborhood. But my parents been living on that street for 30 years.
Oh, wow.
So it's like a lot of my homeboys ended up leaving the neighborhood, and like probably like 11, I stopped coming outside. Cause like I ain't really had no friends in the neighborhood no more.
Oh,
so
shit.
I just stayed in the house.
Yeah.
You feel me?
I got you, man. So at what age would you say you did jump off the porch then?
I started really taking the music serious like 16. I was talking the other day to somebody. I was telling like I had a cubby hole in my mama crib. I used to rap on like a little regular microphone, and I had a piece of wire and I made it a pop filter and I put a stocking cap over it, and that was like my first studio in my mama's house.
Okay.
It didn't really sound like nothing, but you know that's where I got my start from, and then like really start jumping in real studios like 17.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what had motivated you back then to start out of it?
I wasn't really good at nothing else. Like I tried football in 9th grade. I played JV. I got moved to varsity, but I ended up getting kicked out of school in the 9th grade, so I couldn't play 10th grade. So I kind of just really quit sports after that, and I was like, you know, music was really my only thing that I felt like I was good at.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who'd you grow up listening to? Who were you listening to back then?
So like when I first started even like remembering music, like my mom used to play Sade and George Parliament. I remember she used to have all the CDs and she used to play them when she cleaned the crib. But she used to clean the crib like every other day. Like she was a neat freak. So like I got into the R&B from my mama, and then my daddy used to listen to Snoop and Big and Pop. So like I got the rap side from my daddy when I used to ride with my dad in the car. But anytime I was in the house, she didn't want me listening to that, so she was playing the R&B music. So it's kind of how I got the best of both worlds.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I got you. So how did Rebel Gang come about, man?
Rebel
That's
Gang.
a nice movement going, man.
Man, Rebel Gang. Shout out to them boys. Really, from high school, really me and Rico, like we knew each other from Rico and Yak. We knew each other from middle school, and then I was in another group in like 10th grade, and we was going to the studio almost all the time. And I forget how the conversation started, cause before it was Rebel Gang, we was calling ourselves New Money.
Okay.
But at the time, I forgot who it was. Somebody else was calling themselves New Money, and we was like, we can't call ourselves that. So the Rebel Gang thing came about really from me and Rico doing a mixtape called No Feelings.
I remember that, yeah.
We were just taking everybody's beats and rapping on them. And then just all our mutual friends, we really just became a group. And then one of our buddies, Pops, was into music and introduced us to him. And that's really how we got our first little deal situation.
Yeah, that was through Block, right? Block ENT?
Mm-hmm.
So what was that like? Because you guys were still in high school when you were signed, right?
Yeah, we signed our first record deal like 12th grade.
That's
really like
wild.
11th grade. A couple of our buddies was in 12th grade. But cool, you know what I mean? I don't regret the situation. I learned a lot from it. I always tell people I kept a lot of relationships people that I met. I kept my face card good with people that I met way back then that I'm still cool with to this day.
Yeah.
So and then you know I had fell out with a couple of the dudes and stuff, but everything come full circle in life. You know what I'm saying? We've been back making music recently.
Okay.
And you know, that's how it go.
Yeah.
Everything come full circle.
For sure. So how'd you link in with Sonny?
Sonny Digital. So me and Sonny went to high school together.
Okay.
And Sonny was a couple years older than me, but Sonny was the quiet kid, like when he got to high school. But everybody knew he was fire with the music. So I forget how me and Sonny had a studio at his mama's house down the street from the school. And I remember somebody was telling us about it, and we ended up going to Sonny's house and recording. And Sonny used to charge us $20 per song. Like he'll record a whole song for us for $20. And but everybody used to be at Sonny's house. I remember one time, like this was back like them Savages days, like rich kids days. I remember like all of them Savages, my whole crew, school, like everybody was over there one time, and we was making some music, and something happened outside, and I think we never got to finish the song.
Oh shit.
And I just remember Sonny mama used to be yelling at him like, "Hey, turn the music down, y'all too loud, turn the music down." But me and Sonny stayed cool, and shit, it's been my dog 10+ years now.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, what was that experience like going over to his house with so many up and coming artists, man? I'm sure you guys kind of noticed the potential that was there, though.
Yeah, so like, when me and Sonny first started back hanging out, is when him and Q was working on their project, and they wasn't living in the crib, like the crib everybody know about. They was in another neighborhood. And I remember one time Sonny called me, was like, "I'm doing this project, but I want you to kind of help me out with it," because he know my ear was a little different at the time. And then when I was coming around, I was the only one with a record deal. So I feel like certain people kind of look to me for music advice and stuff like that. So him and Q was working on this Forza Atlanta project. And this was around the time when I was coming out of my situation. And I didn't know what I was doing with music. I didn't know where I was taking my life and my career. And I kind of I stuck with Sonny, because that was like my boy. And I just helped him out, whatever he needed. Like they whole project, I feel like I might have recorded and mixed their whole project.
Oh shit.
That was back when like Young Nigga and
all
that. So like seeing everybody come through the crib was it was at a point in time where I was kind of falling out of love with music, but I catch myself over there recording, and people would be like, "Bro, this shit hard. Like, what you doing?" And I'd be like, "Man, I don't know. I ain't," because of my situation, I was kind of discouraged from doing music, and it was just like, I feel like I was stuck, and I feel like it wasn't never gonna go nowhere. So I finally got out my situation, and then I just started back doing music. But at that time, the sound of Atlanta was changing. So I was trying to find my way in the wave of the change, and just seeing everybody from Fresh to Tracy and Migos and Nebu and Key, 2-9, like everybody coming to the crib, just hearing what they was doing, because I was recording them. So I'm hearing it over and over and over, and I'm like, okay, this what everybody liking, this where music finna go. So I'm just, taking my little bits and pieces and seeing what was next. And I think from that, I put out this song called I Hop.
Oh yeah, that's the one Sonny at DM does to us.
Yeah. So that was like my first song outside of my situation with dude, and that's kind of where I got introduced to y'all, I think.
Yeah, like I said, Sonny at DM does that on Twitter.
That was like 2013. That might have been 2012, 2013. And I shot a little video, put it out, and everybody. That's when I was still rapping. This was before Melodic Chip.
Yeah.
So like, anybody who know me from back then know, like, me and Rico was rapping circles around niggas. So like, music was changing, and I was just trying to find my sound and get in tune with the new wave. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, you dropped them 2 mixtapes, man. The 101 and my
Cruise Control.
Yeah, Cruise Control, man. Them shit's classic, man.
But it was so crazy because it was like, I was tricking myself to feel like a major artist right then. Like, I'm getting these beats.
You had everyone on there, man.
You feel me? Like, so I'm getting beats and I'm getting features, and I'm just like, I'm trying to plant my feet and let people know like I'm back doing the music. I'm back all the way 100 full time with the music. So I did that, and then yeah, Cruise Control, 101, and then Cruise Control, and then I was working on a project called, what was the name of the project I was working on? What was the name of the project, Paul? The one that we didn't do. No, thank you. I was working.
Yeah.
I was working. I had a whole.
I was
campaign,
waiting on that shit.
Bro, I had a whole campaign for this no thank you thing, and I was like, cause it had like a whole theme to it, and it was basically like, thank you but no thank you to the people who was still checking for me. Thank you to them people, but to the people who was like trying to dick ride, like I'm cool on it. You feel me? So I was working on that. I never put that out, and then that was like 2016.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So how did you get into writing for other artists?
I feel like the writing shit came. It really fell out the sky. I ain't gonna lie. I got a buddy named Keith. He a A&R manager. He in the music business. He real cool with a lot of artists. And he was working with an artist at the time, and he asked me to write for him. And it was kind of scary to me, because it was like, I don't know how to deal with people in that space, because I'm so used to doing stuff for me. And he was like, nah, just do what you do. And that turned into me working with another artist named B. Smith. And then I remember Usher came to the studio one day, and Keith was playing them some songs. And Usher was like, yo, who writing these songs? And I was sitting at the end of the couch on my phone, like really not even paying attention. And Keith was like, that's Chip. And he was like, nah, we gotta lock in. So then, man, Keith started working real close, and then I did a session with Usher, and I just remember like how accepting he was of my input. Cause I'm thinking like artists this big, you talking about Diamond selling multiple platinums of albums, millions on millions of sales, like real sales, not like this before streams. So I'm like, it's like a generational artist, and he accepted my input. So I was like, damn, I might be on to something. And from there, it grew into something that I ain't really expected to grow into as far as the rain side. Yeah.
What was the song that you wrote for Usher?
It never came out.
Oh, it never came out? Okay.
It ain't never come out.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's how the writing stuff started.
Yeah. So do you normally write with the artist in mind, or you just write and then kind of shop it around at this point?
I always tell people, like, I'm not real big on, I'm not gonna go in the studio by myself and do something for somebody. Like, I gotta be with them, because I gotta pick your brain. Like, I wanna know how your day going. I gotta know what's going on in your life to transfer it to the music.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, yeah.
Were you ever concerned that it would slow down your own music career, or were you just like, man, as long as I'm getting paid?
The writing stuff?
Yeah.
Concerned? No. Well, yeah. I was, because it be times like my team would tell me, like, you gotta understand sometimes that one thing will open a door faster than something else will open a door. And I kind of noticed that me writing for people was getting me in rooms that I had never been in. And I feel like that was the goal, like to just get in front of people. And if they heard my music, whether it was something I did for them or something that was mine, and they liked it, I feel like that was good. Cause now they going to tell people like, oh, that nigga Chip, like he hard. Like he know how to write. The pen crazy, but excuse me, his shit hard too. So it's like I feel like I was definitely getting in rooms with people that I would have never thought I could get in rooms with. So, but it definitely be times where I would feel like people try to box me in.
Yeah.
You feel me? All right. Yeah, for sure.
So how do you find that balance to, continue on making music for yourself and still writing for others?
I think just trying to be great, for real, like, because we always talk about how it's not really that many artists who are ever at the top of both worlds. Like, it's very few who pen is immaculate and they penning hits, and they music is amazing and hits in its own world. So I feel like just striving to be one of them few. You feel me? So just trying to master both.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I got you. What were those Dreamville sessions like, man?
Dreamville sessions.
It seemed like they had so many people in there, man.
I ain't gonna lie, like, shout out to Barry, shout out to Ibrahim. Them sessions was really wild. Like, the amount of people that's flowing from studio to studio, and this music still being made. And it's like, you know, doing camps and stuff, like, sometimes you'll do 30 songs and nothing to get used, like, for the project. And to see how much stuff got used from them sessions was like, okay. I remember it's one story I always tell people. It was one song I remember Cole came in the room and he was just like, he came in the room, they played it, he nodded his head, and he was like, yeah, this hard, save me a verse. And I remember he walked out and everybody started looking at each other and they just formed a line in front of the microphone. Like, it was like, say the camera or mic, and it's a chair.
Yeah.
It was a chair for you to record your verse, and it was somebody, it was like 15 people lined up after the chair, so one person would do their verse. And I just remember I was in the corner recording this on my phone, like, bro, I've never seen nothing like this. It's crazy, blowing my mind. But other than that, the sessions was amazing, like, just linking with people who love doing music, you feel me? Like, me and Omen and Boz, and like the whole Dreamville camp, like, we still speak and do music outside of that. So it was really just like a melting pot for people who was great at what they do.
Yeah. Was it very competitive since so many people were in that room? Like, man, I know I got to bring it.
Yeah, it was. And that's why when I came in, I tried to bring something different. Like, I noticed everybody in there was trying to do verses, so I said, I'm going to give them a hook.
There you
Like,
go.
I'm not even going to try to compete with them on no verses, because they all, like, rapping their ass off. And this is, like, this 2019 where my sound done changed. And I can still rap circles around them, whoever I feel like, but I was like, how I'm gonna get in, I'm gonna give them a hook, and I'm gonna get out the way.
Yeah.
And, shit, you know, 2 years later, platinum album,
Absolutely.
you feel me?
Yeah.
Grammy-nominated album, that was lit,
Yeah.
you feel me? I happened to be on the re-release. I wish I would've got on the original, but, you know, it's still lit.
Yeah. As long as they use it.
You
Real
know,
shit.
it's still lit.
Yeah. Who are some artists that you would say you kind of have like the best chemistry with when you guys are creating?
Best chemistry? Ty.
Okay.
Ty Dolla sign, definitely. Vori. It's my brother. Ty, Vori. Really, I feel like everybody I work with, Jazzy. I try to keep good chemistry with everybody I work with, because you never know what comes after that. Like, people, it's been people I done worked with and they've transcended to the highest, and they still be like, I want to work with you, because I kept that good relationship with them.
Yeah.
So, like, definitely, like, Ty, me and Ty work, like, so fast. To the point, like, bro, when you come out here, like, we need to work every time. So, like, yeah, them definitely my brothers and my sister.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you feel like brings out the best in you musically?
Just the vibe. I'm a vibe. Like, I like candles in the room. I don't really like too many homies in the room. Like, I prefer 5 girls in the room than 5 of my homies, because them girls gonna give me the input. Like, I could be in the booth and look out and see how they vibing and be like, nah, this ain't what I need to be talking about. I need to switch the, you feel me? To switch the whole subject. So just give me some girls, some candles, and a good engineer, and I'm good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's been one of the biggest obstacles you had to overcome in the industry so far?
Biggest obstacles? I want to say a lot of shit, but I'm gonna say just trusting people to do what they supposed to do, or putting too much trust into it when it's a business. You feel me? I started looking at people like they my friends, and just thinking like, oh, they got my best interest, when at the end of the day, it's really just business for some people. And I feel like that's a hurdle I'm still getting over with, because I still like, I'm gonna give you my trust until you break it. And I feel like my music is like my child, and it's like me handing my child to you and expecting you to take care of it when it's really just business for you. So I feel like that's something I'm still getting over to this day.
I feel that.
Yeah.
And what's been one of the biggest sacrifices you had to make for your career so far?
Sacrifices? I think just my time. My time. Just because when it's like when I'm not busy, I'm having so much time to do whatever. And then once I really kick into that mode and I'm having to be busy every day, it's like, oh damn, I can't sleep as long as I want to, but you gotta get the work done. Or damn, I can't stay out with y'all till 3 in the morning no more. I gotta go to sleep so I can get up to do this. Or oh, y'all going to do this, I gotta go to the studio. Mm-hmm. Oh, chick wanna hang out, I can't hang out with you. I gotta go work. You feel me? So just time and how you divide your time on certain stuff.
Yeah, I got you. All right, so how'd this new situation with Asylum come about, man?
So really the partnership came about, me and my team in Dallas, really. Me and Dallas having a somewhat of a relationship throughout my last situation, and a couple of buddies of mine just really just being in his ear like, hey, you need to check Chip, like you need to check on bro, like he really fire. And but I was in a situation, and I remember he asked was like, what he got going, is he signed? And they was like, yeah, he signed to somebody, but we just keeping our conversation, keeping in contact. And then once my situation was up, he had reached out like, hey, I wanna come check and see what the music sounded like. And we sat down, had a conversation. I expressed my, my team wants and how we felt like what we needed. And he was like, whatever you need, you feel me? Like, he got it. As soon as I explained it to him, he got it. And then I just feel like the artists that he's worked with in the past, they've all been or are great artists.
Oh yeah, his track record speaks for itself.
So it's like, I just feel like it was the right partnership decision to make. Yeah.
I got you. All right, so you got this new single dropping, man. Round 2.
Yeah.
What can you tell us? What was the inspiration in creating this song?
Round 2 was in a time where I was really fucking with numerous females, and I remember one of them, I had dropped her off, and as soon as I dropped her off, I was like on the way to go pick up another girl, and she called me and was like, nah, you need to come pick me back up. But I couldn't. I had to make up a story of why I couldn't go pick her back up, and she might hate me when she see this, but that was really it. And then, just recording the song. I think I was in LA when I made that, right? I was in LA just catching the vibe. Like, I think that might have been one of the days in LA where I was just like knocking them out, 30 minutes, next song, 30 minutes. And I remember I did the verse, and the first verse and the hook, and then I finished the second verse at my crib. And I've been sitting on that song for a little second. Yeah. But it was just always, I feel like ahead of his time, and it's still like in the current space of music. So I just feel like it was the right time to put it out.
Okay.
New situation, new single.
Yeah.
Feel me? New project, new everything.
Yeah, you've been teasing this project, man. Catch My Good Side.
Yeah.
So first off, just explain that title, man.
So it's really just like, like how everybody when they take pictures, they feel like they got their one side that look good on the camera, and I just feel like translating that to the music, like if one side of me turning to the camera is rap, and the other side is R&B, and then one side might be pop, I feel like every side is my good side. Like I don't feel like there's a bad side of me making music. Like, I don't feel like no part of me is a bad side. So any angle you catch me on, you're gonna love it, whether it be rap, R&B, hip hop, pop, whatever I'm doing, you gonna love it. So just like catch my good side.
I got you, man. So what type of vibes are gonna be on this? Is it gonna be a little bit of everything?
It's every vibe. Any vibe you're looking for, you're gonna find it. You feel me? Anything you're looking for, it's there. For sure.
Any features on there, or are you riding solo?
Nah. I got Vori on there.
Okay.
Seti Hendrix,
Shout out to Seti, man.
and Lotto.
Okay.
Feel me?
And what about producer-wise? Who'd you work with on there?
We got Sonic, Parker, T. Romano, Trey Pounds, 808 Mafia. Who I'm missing? Smash, not Parker, T. It's a whole lot of OG Parker.
Okay.
Parker probably got like 5 joints on there.
Oh, shit.
But that's my brother though. We make a lot of music, so it's only right.
Yeah.
I really want to do a whole project with him.
That'd be dope.
We were just talking about just doing a whole project.
Yeah.
We got enough music now outside of this to do it. So it's just, figuring out when and where what space we could put it out.
Yeah. Got a release date in mind?
November.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't want to just tell you just yet, but November for sure.
Okay.
Just get it in there before the end of the year. Now that all the big dogs done got out the way,
Yeah.
and drop they, go ahead and sneak in end of the year.
For sure.
Yeah.
On Instagram, you teased that you and Jetson made a whole EP, man. Is that still on the way, or is that?
For sure. We call that park the rocket on the Landstrip. That's what we be saying every time we see each other. Park the rocket on the Landstrip. And now it's my brother too. Shout out Jet, Nico, the whole Space Boy, TP. For sure.
Yeah.
For sure on the way. If not the whole project, he definitely gonna have some shit on the album.
Okay.
Yeah.
What were those sessions like, man?
Me and Jet,
Yeah.
man, I feel like everybody I work with be like family to mine outside of the music. So it's like once we get in the studio, we not pressed to make music right then and there. So like it's been times me and Jetson got in the studio and I couldn't vibe because his sound so different.
Mm-hmm.
He one of a kind when it comes to the music. So it be times where I can't do nothing, and then sometimes he'll play me some. I might have to go through 30 beats and be like, well, that's one of them, and I got to jump right on it and do it. But the night you saw that you talking about, we probably made like 4 or 5 songs like back to back. I don't know what kind of hard drive he was hiding from me. Where like
That was your vibe.
That was like I'm like, bro, why you just not pulling out these? Like you should have been played me these, but that's my brother though. Yeah.
No, that's hard, man.
Mm-hmm.
You have any advice you can give some upcoming writers or writers that are even just trying to get into the industry, man?
Probably it's study all the way around from who you see that your style wise, from the business wise, definitely the business wise. I tell anybody like you gotta understand this business before you just jump off the porch. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
Before you jump off the porch, before you just jump off with it, you gotta really understand what you getting yourself into, because this shit really eat you up.
Oh yeah.
And spit you out, and without a care in the world. So it's like really just knowing what you getting into for real.
That's real. Yeah. All right, you got any last words, any shout outs you'd like to give, Chip, before we wrap it up here, man?
Shit, round 2 out now. Make sure y'all go grab that. New single on the way. Project Catch My Good Side on the way. Wrapping this album up. You feel me? We're gonna come back and talk about that.
Come on.
See, follow me on social media at Landstrip Chip. Shout out to Dirty Glove Bastards, the family. You feel me?
Where you been looking for your love. I can't find no one. It seems like I can't find no one.